Hi everyone, is Israel an apartheid state? This question is doubly important to me because I love Israel and I love South Africa. I visit South Africa probably on average twice a year. Most amazing, beautiful country. I've long applauded the example set by black South Africans in their reconciliation and forgiveness of white apartheid rule. Exemplified, of course, in the leadership of Nelson Mandela, one of the truly great human beings of our time. So when people compare Israel to white apartheid rule, that's particularly offensive to me because I love Israel and because I'm Jewish. Here are the real facts. Firstly, the Jews are the indigenous population of Israel. If you don't believe me, open up a New Testament, take a completely Christian document. There's no discussion of our Arab brothers and sisters being there at all, being present there at all, because they weren't there. There's a discussion of Jews and Romans. The Jews lived there, the Romans occupied us. We were the indigenous population who were occupied by a white colonial European occupier. And the Romans brutalized us. We were revolted, we couldn't take it anymore. But instead of seeing the end of that apartheid rule, where Jews were second-class citizens in their own nation, we lost. Millions of Jews died, and we were exiled to Europe and many other places where the Romans used us for slave labor. For 2,000 years, amidst many Jews remaining in Israel, we were forcibly evicted, and we prayed thrice daily to return to our land, culminating in the late 19th century with new waves of Jewish immigration once Jews had some emancipation in European countries and could launch political movements for their restoration in their homeland, the land of Israel. So to look at Israelis and say they're a white European occupier is positively absurd. First of all, Israelis come in all shades. Israel's the only country that ever imported black Africans into freedom. Operation Moses, Operation Solomon, that Israel enacted in order to bring the persecuted Ethiopian Jews. This hasn't happened in the history of the world. But more importantly, again, the Jews are the indigenous population. 20% of Israel, 20%, 1.5 million citizens enjoying all equal rights to Jews are Arab Muslim citizens. Do you know what those numbers are? Well, Britain's got 80 million odd citizens, and we always speak about the large Muslim population. Their whole population is 1.5 million, just like Israel. But Israel, it's out of a population of 7 million. Apartheid, you have Arab judges sitting on the Supreme Court. You have Arab judges who sentenced the former Israeli president, Moshe Katsav, to prison on charges of sexual misconduct. An Arab judge putting a Jewish president of Israel in jail. That's not apartheid. The greatest destruction of this anti-Semitic myth that Israel's an apartheid state is for any of you to go and visit Israel. There you will see Muslims, Christians, Jews, black, white, every shade in between, living co-equally, with equal citizenship, with equal rights. It's nothing but an anti-Semitic canard, an anti-Semitic lie. And it's one that should be rejected especially by black South Africans who understand what it's like to be persecuted by a European colonial occupier, which we Jews suffered over so many centuries until we were able to finally build a homeland of our own, where we granted equal citizenship to our non-Jewish brethren, Muslim, Jewish, atheist, agnostic, indifferent. In Israel, they are all equal. They are all the same.